So we've just pulled up over there in a taxi. Now a taxi by Moses. The curio sellers have said that Crusoe's going to cry when he sees the falls, but I don't think he will.
This feels so weird, my love, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
We were here exactly a year ago, almost. Maybe give or take a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
When I was about 7 months pregnant.
Yeah, 7 months pregnant.
With little man in my tummy.
And now he's here for
now
himself.
He's here for himself. How are you? He's good, he's good. We're bringing Victoria Falls for the first time. And it's exciting. Hey!
Really exciting.
Yeah. I know. Go and have a look.
In we go.
That's great. Thank you so much. We will.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Way to the falls. Left. Let's go.
This must be my, I don't know, 8th visit.
Yeah, it's my 3rd. Strangely, every single time I come, it happens to be this time of year as well. Yeah, and that's important because...
So this is at the end of the dry season, so the falls are not very... There's not
Awesome.
much water coming over them, so they're not as impressive as they are after the rainy season, which is when you just literally get saturated. Right, let's go check it out.
Let's go check it out. Yeah, we can hear it already. There's this thunder coming from somewhere.
Now that's one of my favourite things about Victoria Falls, is the local name for the falls is mosi-oa-tunya, which means the smoke that thunders, which I think is so poetic.
Absolutely.
You get a real sense at the moment that the rainy season is just starting, because a lot of the trees don't have very thick leaf coverage, but they do have lots of these, you know, they're like new shoot, bright green, tiny leaves, and it's really pretty. Bless you, my boy.
First things first.
Gonna go and say good morning to David Livingstone.
We must. Just down this way. Dr. Livingstone, I presume. And why does Livingstone have a statue right here?
Because he was the first Westerner to lay eyes on Victoria Falls. Crusoe, Dr. Livingstone, I presume.
You'll get to know him well, little man.
You will. He's an explorer, just like you.
Livingstone has one of the greatest views of the falls right in front of us. This will be Crusoe's first view of them. Wow. Always so impressive. Beautiful. In the world of Victoria Falls, there's just a trickle going over the edge, but it's a fairly impressive trickle, so we'll walk around the side. There's lots and lots of viewing points all the way along the falls, because of course the falls are over 1 kilometre long, so in full flow you've got a wall of water. Yeah, it's quite impressive. You can feel the mist coming off the falls, can't you?
Yeah, now it's that. Wow!
Yeah, look at that. Amazing.
Quite a moment, isn't it?
It is, man.
It's so cool being able to feel the mist. I'm sure you can see it on my sunglasses. And at times of year when you come here and the falls are in full flow, you will be completely soaked by the time you leave.
So we are here very early in the day. It's just gone 7 o'clock in the morning. 2 reasons for that. Crusoe woke up super early this morning, early 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning start. It's so hot here. We're looking at 40 degrees centigrade in the middle of the day. Right now it's probably about 30 degrees centigrade, so it's a lot easier walking around the falls. kind of fun, isn't it? The falls, they tease you all the way around with glimpses and small views, and then you come to a viewing point like the one up ahead, and suddenly it's like, wow. So this is a view of the Devil's Cataract. It's 73 meters high, and this is the part that always flows, come rain, shine, dry season, wet season, it's always flowing. What do you see, Crusoe?
Crusoe is very nearly ready for his morning sleep, but there is a very special photograph we've got to get before he goes to sleep. This is it.
Okay, that's Crusoe's last view of the falls, I think. I suspect he's going to fall asleep now. That's okay, Mum and Dad can go and enjoy the rest of the views.
I think I remember saying this last time we were here, that this little patch of rainforest exists only because of the spray from the falls, which is remarkable, and it really is like a rainforest. And it's the most magical part of this walk. The falls are spectacular and breathtaking in such a moment. But to then find yourself in this lush green, dripping rainforest is just, yeah, it's magical.
And if you do find yourself here in the middle of the day when it's really, really hot, this feels like heaven walking through this. It doesn't matter how many times I come here.
Always.
Amazing.
So there are a range of activities you can do in Victoria Falls. For the brave among us, things like bungee jumping, whitewater rafting, gorge swinging. This afternoon, we're going to go and do one that neither of us have done here before, which is really cool and we cannot wait. So So we've just finished visiting the falls and now we're about to get on a helicopter, which is the perfect time to talk about today's sponsor, Wren. We're sure that you, like us, are concerned about the state of our climate and the crisis that our planet is facing because of the heavy burden that we as a species place on the planet.
As travel vloggers, we more than most are definitely responsible for that carbon burden.
Everybody's lifestyle emits carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, and as John said, travelling does that a little bit more than most. Hopping on planes, driving around in vans, and, as we're about to do, flying over Victoria Falls in a helicopter. It's a topic very close to our hearts. With Crusoe on board, we want a safe and secure future for him and the planet. And so we were super excited to be approached by Wren as our very first ever sponsors that we've said yes to, because what they do and what they believe in resonates with what we believe in and what we want to see for our future.
So let us tell you about who Wren are and what they do and why it's important for you to listen to the next 1 minute of this video.
Wren is a simple and effective way to offset your carbon footprint. They have got this really nifty carbon calculator where you input a whole bunch of details about your lifestyle. It calculates your carbon footprint and gives you the opportunity to offset it by funding projects around the world that work hard to reduce the carbon footprint on our planet.
Once you've signed up, you will then make a monthly contribution to offset your carbon footprint.
And then from Wren, you'll get monthly updates on where your money's gone, what it's been used for, what the projects are up to, how many trees you've planted, how much space has been reforested, or how many energy efficient stoves have been provided to refugees.
Exactly. Think about how good that's going to feel at least once a month. I love the idea.
Wren works with lots of different projects doing lots of different things, but one that really resonated with us is a clean cooking fuel project in Uganda, supporting refugee and displaced households across northern Uganda.
I love it not just because the idea of reducing a carbon footprint is intrinsic in fixing the problem, but also because kids and families don't have to breathe the smoke in that is produced from cooking. It's the equivalent of smoking up to 2 packets of cigarettes every day. I can't imagine Crusoe being subjected to that kind of an environment.
No, quite right. Once this project has reached its full potential and managed to establish 16 planned sites across Uganda, they will be able to service the needs and provide energy efficient stoves to 200,000 displaced households in Uganda and save over 1 million trees every year.
Goodness, that's an amazing statistic, and what a great project to be involved with.
Yeah.
Not only can you be involved in that project, helping those people out who really need it, but also you're offsetting your own carbon footprint. How good does that feel?
So the link to Wren is below, and the most exciting thing is the first 100 people that sign up using our unique link will have 10 extra trees planted in their name. Once again, a huge thank you to Wren for being our first sponsors. We're so excited. Everything you need.
So just to let you know, this part of the video is only 2 minutes long, but it's taken us around about half an hour to get it right because Crusoe has got lots of opinions about it too. Okay, let's go for a helicopter ride, shall we?
Let's go for a helicopter ride. Nervous, man. Oh, nice to meet you, Joseph.
Joseph's come to pick us up.
You're our first pilot for the day.
Great, thanks a lot. Oh, Crusoe air conditioning. That's the first air conditioning we've had all day. That's nice.
40 degrees. So hot. Anyway, we haven't actually said the words.
Helicopter ride.
We're on a helicopter.
We're going on a helicopter. So very busy day today. This morning, of course, wandering around Vic Falls, looking at it from ground level, at the top of a waterfall. And as everybody knows who's following the newbies journey, we love a waterfall, especially from the top. This particular waterfall we're going to see from the top, plus a few more 100 meters. So that's pretty exciting. I'm excited, eh?
I'm excited.
So
I am nervous, but I'm
what's
excited.
really cool is over there in the distance, you can actually see the falls, the mist of the falls coming out through the forest.
Yeah, you can. Just.
So second coolest thing about the helicopter ride today.
He made a really cool joke, the guy who was doing our briefing, in that we are going to fly into Zambia. We will be in Zambia without a PCR test.
Without needing a PCR test. I love it.
And we can come back without having to quarantine.
Yeah,
Just
even
gets better
better.
and better.
Do what you want, do what you want, do it. Do what you want, do what you want, do it.
When David Livingstone first laid eyes on the wonder that is Victoria Falls, he uttered the line, "Sights such as these must have been gazed upon by angels in their flight." As we flew over the gorges and tumbling cascades, we think he summed it up pretty well. And now called the Flight of Angels, getting up into a helicopter over the falls is something we would highly recommend.
Do what you want, do what you want, do it.
Oh, well, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? I think that 15-minute flight was exactly the right length. Crusoe fell asleep after around about, what would you say, 11 minutes?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Idiotic me, at the end of the flight, put my camera in my bag and couldn't get it out in time to film John and Crusoe getting off the helicopter.
So we had to buy the photos. First time in my life I've ever bought photos. It's like buying the photographs on the log flume at Alton Towers, you know?
These ones are slightly better,
Yeah, well, yeah.
and
a
they
little
tell a fun story.
bit. Yeah. Gonna have a pint now.